Saving our Earth and its environment becomes highly important as it provides us food and water to sustain life. Our well-being solely depends on this planet. It gives food and water to all living things, so it is our responsibility to take care of it. A clean environment is essential for healthy living. The more you don't care about our environment, the more it will become polluted with contaminants and toxins that have a harmful impact on our health. Air pollution can cause respiratory diseases and cancer, among other problems and diseases. When it comes to saving the environment, there are many things that we can do to help. There are tons of ways that you can live a sustainable life and help to protect the environment. 1. Become a vegetarian. If we really want to reduce the human impact on the environment, the simplest and cheapest thing anyone can do is to eat less meat. Behind most of the joints of beef or chicken on our plates is a phenomenally wasteful, land and energy-hungry system of farming that devastates forests, pollutes oceans, rivers, seas and air, depends on oil and coal, and is significantly responsible for climate change. The way we breed animals is now recognized by the United Nations, scientists, economists and politicians as giving rise to many interlinked human and ecological problems. But with 1 billion people already not having enough to eat and 3 billion more mouths to feed within 50 years, the urgency to rethink our relationship with animals is extreme. 2. Use reusable bags. Just why are plastic bags bad for the environment? There are a number of reasons. From their production to their lack of recyclability to their tendency to end up in landfills, or worse, out of them, and the many years they take to decompose, plastic bags pose a lot of problems when it comes to the world's well-being. Paper bags avoid some of the pitfalls of plastic bags because paper bags can be recycled and take less time to decompose if they don't make it to a landfill. Even so, paper bags are made either from trees, which are important to conserve, or from recycled material, which takes a lot of energy to produce. 3. Change to energy-efficient light bulbs. Energy-saving light bulbs last up to 12 times as long as traditional bulbs, using less electricity to emit the same amount of light as a traditional bulb. They're an energy-efficient option, helping you to reduce the carbon footprint of your home. LEDs also last 10 times longer than incandescent bulbs, use 2/3 less energy, and give off 70% less heat. If every US family replaced one regular light bulb with a LED, it would eliminate 90 billion pounds of greenhouse gases, the same as taking 7.5 million cars off the road. Try changing out your light bulbs in your home and office and see your energy bills reduce and help the planet at the same time. 4. Reuse and recycle. In a world where our resources are endless, it's important we recycle whenever we can. Recycling involves the process of gathering and processing materials, such as bottles and cans that would be otherwise discarded, and converting them into something new and useful. Recycling is vital for cleaning up the environment and keeping our communities clean. By reusing recycled items to produce new products, we reduce the impact we have on Mother Nature. Also, it doesn't hurt that you can also make a little bit of extra money by recycling the right types of items. Reduce, reuse, recycle. This is the way we will lessen our impact on the environment. Thankfully, there are incentives to encourage many of us to recycle, such as receiving money when we turn in cans, bottles, scrap metal and electronics. However, recycling does more than line our pockets with a bit of extra change. It also allows us to reduce our impact on the environment. 5. Go paperless. Paper is recyclable, but not everyone recycles. We need to make an effort to be consistent about recycling. We've come to the point where people need to contribute to a greener environment by changing the way they manage their personal wastes. Remember to reduce, reuse and recycle, and encourage everyone you know to do it. Buy recycled paper and encourage the paper industry to use environment-friendly ways of manufacturing paper. As a consumer, you can influence how industries produce the products that you buy. 6. Conserve water. Clean, fresh water is a limited resource. With all the severe droughts happening in the world, the limited supply of fresh water is becoming one of our most precious resources. Every person on Earth needs water to survive. Without it, many of us would get sick and even result in death. While almost 70% of the Earth is made up of water, many parts of the world suffer from clean water shortage. Conserving water is important because it keeps water pure and clean while protecting the environment. Conserving water means using our water supply wisely and being responsible. As every individual depends on water for livelihood, we must learn how to keep our limited supply of water pure and away from pollution. Keeping our water supply safe and pure will protect the water for the generations to come. 7. Go solar. Many homeowners, businesses and non-profits go solar because they are focused on minimizing environmental issues like climate change and health problems related to carbon emissions. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the average household emits approximately 20 metric tons of carbon pollution each year. By installing a solar power system, a typical two-person household reduces their carbon emissions by 3 to 4 tons annually. Fossil fuels create a lot of pollutants. If you've ever been to California, New York, China, or any place whose geography consists of mountains and valleys, you've seen what dirty air looks like. Smog, dirty air, is bad for the environment, it's bad for our health, and it's bad for aesthetics. When pollutants get trapped in the air, everything just looks worse. Solar panels help get rid of air pollution. Solar panels create clean energy that won't contribute to air pollution. Volunteer for cleanups in community. 8. Eliminate pesticides. Chemical pesticides are known to pollute the environment. While their intended effects are often short-lived, studies have shown that chemical pesticides linger in the atmosphere, the ground and in our waterways long after the job is over. Chemicals have been used on fields across the world for almost 100 years, creating a buildup of adverse pollution in our environment, which continues to grow with every application. Unfortunately, when pesticides are applied onto a surface, they travel outside their intended area of use by air, soil or water. While all types of pesticides are known to travel, organic products are less harmful in composition, thus minimizing or even eliminating residual damage. Supporting the use of food-based organic repellents will help eliminate potentially harmful chemical pesticides from the marketplace, and ultimately from the food we consume. 9. Bike and walk often. Your bike doesn't run on fossil fuels, so it doesn't emit greenhouse gases. When you ride it out of self-storage, you don't have to stop and buy gasoline to fill it up, and that helps reduce global fuel consumption. Riding a bike expands your eco-friendly footprint by keeping you off the city's congested streets. It also helps hold down noise pollution. Every time you take your bicycle instead of the car, you're giving the planet a much-needed break. 10. Plant trees. Trees help to clean the air we breathe. Through their leaves and bark, they absorb harmful pollutants and release clean oxygen for us to breathe. In urban environments, trees absorb pollutant gases like nitrogen oxides, ozone, and carbon monoxide, and sweep up particles like dust and smoke. It's not just for us, but trees are an irreplaceable link in the circle of life and maintaining biodiversity. Wildlife use trees for food, shelter, nesting, and mating. These habitats support the incredible variety of living things on the planet. Let's save wildlife with more trees. The environmental problems we are facing now are tough. However, the good news is that you don't have to be an expert or a millionaire to save the planet. Everyone can help to do their bit for the environment. In other words, if each of us can be more conscious of environmental issues and willing to take some simple steps to save the planet, we can make a huge contribution. Nowadays, with increasing environmental awareness among the public, people around the world are coming together to fight for a greener future, and the effort has achieved great results. There are plenty of things we can do every day to help reduce greenhouse gases and our carbon footprint to make a less harmful impact on the environment. Taking care of the earth is not just a responsibility, it's a necessity. If you found this video helpful, like and share it, and thank you for watching.